Hello everybody, it's Flesson19 and welcome to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord's update for the main beta branch for September 4th, and is it worth upgrading to? So at the start of the week I had nothing, I had no content, and I was actually worried that there was going to be absolutely none. As of the time of this recording, they still have not released any hot fixes for Friday. So there could be something that they release later on. They do sometimes release 4, 5, 6 o'clock Eastern, but at this point there isn't. They did release one hot fix this week, which was actually very, very important. Now, there were some bug fixes and crashes and stuff like that. That's not actually what I wanted to touch on. What I wanted to touch on is something that I've been talking about in my channel and on the forums, and I've been really hammering this home, and that was the healing rate. Healing rate was down again. It had been, they put it down, then they put it up in like 1.4.3, then they put it down in 1.5, and now they made significant changes to it. First, they changed it so your healing rate goes from a base of 5 to an 8. And then in towns and villages, it goes from a 10 to an 8. So that means you're going to heal at 8, guaranteed, no matter where you are. Which is okay. I would like to have seen the 10 stay the same, because I think in towns you should actually heal more. However, that is not what the big key is to the whole thing. What really makes the difference is the next part of what they did. They increased the healing rate of the surgeon skill from 0.1 to 0.5% per skill level. What that means is a healer that normally had 100 medicine would only heal 10% more, which is virtually nothing. Now, that healer at 100 now has a healing rate of 50%. That's huge. That is absolutely humongous. So realistically, we went from about a 6 healing rate outside of town with a good healer to now we're sitting at a 12 healing rate. We have doubled our healing. So that is absolutely amazing. That is the big update that I have for you in this branch. Bugs and crashes. Now, I did actually have the army bug happen where I actually lost. And I lost all my troops. I believe I have found the cause and a possible solution to making sure it does not happen to you. It happened to me after the army started fleeing, but they had not all been routed or killed, so we did not technically have won the battle, where normally you could just press the tab key and you're victorious. So I believe that it can happen when they are fleeing and the battle isn't done yet. When that was done, it came up that we had a victory. However, it did not show the influence or the morale or the renown that you gained. And then immediately I came out of the battle and it said I was captured, and they only had 6 guys in their army. And then as soon as my army took them out, I was free. So I believe until a fix happens, if you wait till it says you won the battle, which means everybody has been killed or routed, I don't believe it will happen to you. No guarantee, but I don't think it will. Another thing that they were supposed to have fixed was the notables that are leaving villages. I have been noticing that I come across villages and they only have one notable. And this seems to happen quite a bit in Sturgeon territory. That is where I've really noticed it. And I will exactly show you what I mean. As you can see, there is only one. And if we take this a little more, I don't think this one counts. I think it's this one. And then we go to this one. as you can see, 1. And then we move up to this one. They have 2. I think this one will also have 1. But I already sent this in to Tail Worlds. Oh, they do have 2. Quite a bit of it, they do have just 1. And there are some that do have it. Now, I'm not sure if they are respawning, but they are just respawning at a very slow rate. So therefore, as the game progresses, you'll get it where there's 1 person in a village, because let's say it might take 6 months to a year for a new notable to respawn after 1 dies. That is a possibility. Supposedly this is going to be addressed, where they're going to adjust the death rate. They just threw it into the main beta branch to test it out, so things will be adjusted. So just be aware that it has happened, and I have sent in a bug report on this, and I also have the same game file so they can exactly see. But the main issue appears to be in Sturgia, but it is happening in other places. And the last big thing that I really want to go over is something that really bothers me. It is not game breaking, but it is really bad for my playstyle. This has only happened to a couple wool weaveries in the Kuzite territory. I have not seen it happen anywhere else. As you can see, there are no workers anywhere. Without workers, you can't buy it. There's none. And this is daytime, and I have checked back multiple days. You can't buy it. You can open up another one, but it will decrease profits, and wool weaveries in Kuzite territory is some of the best that's going on right now. So that is very disheartening. Once again, I have sent in a bug report about this. I'm not sure why they're disappearing. I don't know if this will be other places as well. Obviously, they aren't there at nighttime, so you need to make sure that you're doing this during the day. I have checked around the shops to see if the workers are outside, because they can be outside. They are not. So I'm not sure as to the extent of how this is happening. But as I said, it's not game breaking. It's just very, very annoying. Should you upgrade to the main beta branch 1.5.1? I was on the fence last week, and I am still on the fence this week. There are still some little minor bug issues and problems that hasn't been resolved. Like the edge zone line in battle still aren't there, so you can run out of the back of them. I've already showed you a couple of the bugs that have been dealt with. There's also other problems that sometimes you can't have your children creating parties. So I don't think it's there yet. I think we're really close. A couple good hotfixes, I think, could turn the point. If you really want to try it, I think it's safe to go ahead and do. However, if you want something as stable as possible, how a beta branch goes to the main branch, I still think you want to wait just a little bit longer, because they are still working on things and we only had the one hotfix. There's still a couple issues that need to be worked out. And of course, the problem where you lose army and a victorious battle, that can easily be, handled by saving the game. So there are workarounds to things that you can get through, and if you're really itching to do it, you can go ahead and upgrade. But for the hardcore gamer, I would still wait just a little bit longer. Let them iron out a couple more things before I think it's really, really safe to do it. There are a couple other bugs that I'm watching that I actually cannot confirm that are major bugs, so I was hesitant to bring them up. I'm going to try to get them confirmed to see whether or not they are really a major issue before I actually speak on that point. So hopefully next week I might have an update as to whether or not those are truly major bugs or not. because as you know, glitches and things can happen, and sometimes they're really not a bug, they're just being reported as a little glitch or some problem. So there is my update for September 4th to the main beta branch 1.5.1. I hope that helps you out and let you know whether or not it's time to upgrade. As long as you guys want to see these, I will continue making them every single week for the main beta branch as long as the game is still running beta. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching.